I'm going to turn on the
Got it.
live feed.
I have it. A minute. Should've brought my glasses. Steve's getting a little older, yeah. I had LASIK because he got away, but he thinks so now, yeah.
Good evening, Washington Courthouse. It is 7:30 p.m. on October 26, 2022. Time for the second regular meeting of City Council. At this time, Ms. Hernandez will offer the invocation and Mr. Hawk will lead us in the pledge. You can stand if you're able.
Please join me in prayer. Lord, please bring us together and unify us, understanding that it is your will that we are to do. Allow us to keep our ears and hearts open to hear and understand each other. But most of all, thank you for our many blessings in this small town we call home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Please join me. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Kendra and Ted. Roll call, Kelly.
Hawk,
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Blair.
Here.
Chrisman.
Here.
Lynch.
Here. We have the minutes from our regular meeting on October 12th, 2022. Does anybody see any changes, corrections that need to be made in those? And if not, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from 10/12/2022.
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Do we have any communications, Mr. Denny?
None.
And before we do our report from council, I have 4 of my government students here this evening. And gentlemen, would you stand up one at a time and tell everybody your name? Landon, you can start.
Hello, my name is Landon Miller. I am a junior at the local high school here.
Hi, I'm Logan Miller, his brother.
Imagine that.
I'm Garrett Wall. I'm also a junior at the high school.
Isaiah?
I'm Isaiah Whiteman, I'm also a
Very good. It's great to have you guys. Okay, we have a committee report tonight. Service, Safety, and Recreation, and Mr. Hawk chairs that committee, so you're up, Ted.
The Service, Safety, and Recreation Committee met in the council chambers located at 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, October 12 at 6 p.m. Ted Hawk presided, and those in attendance were Ms. Kendra Hernandez, council member, Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council member, Mr. Dale Lynch, council chairperson, Mr. Jeff Finari, police chief, Mr. Tim Downing, fire chief, Mr. Ron Sockman, service director, Mr. Joe Denon, city manager, Mr. Mark Pistic, city attorney, Mr. Sean Remington, and Mrs. Rochelle Trevi, Triangle Trail representative. Number 1, the committee recommended that legislation be brought to council to enter into a lease agreement with Red Cross. Number 2, the committee benefited from a general report of the Washington Fire Department. Chief advised that interviews had been completed for the assistant chief position, captain, and firefighters positions. Chief Downing stated that hiring decisions should be finalized by the end of the month. Number 3, Chief Downing advised the committee that the recent fire department open house event was a great success. Chief Downing noted that the open house had been combined with the Main Street Shop Hop event and had brought close to 900 to 1,000 children to the downtown area. Number 4, the committee benefited from a general report of the Washington Police Department. Number 5, the committee reviewed the results of the speed signs placed in the Dayton Avenue location. The committee noted that the results did not warrant additional attention. Number 6, Chief Fenari noted that the police department received their new cruiser. Chief Fenari noted that the police department was still waiting on CAD system improvements. Chief Fenari continued and expressed his excitement regarding the technical advancements of the new cruiser. Number 7, the committee benefited from a general report of the service department. The committee noted that survey work had begun for bike trail improvements in the Veterans Way area. Number 8, the committee recommended that the administration proceed with landscaping improvements to the front pond area at Washington Park. Number 9, the administration advised the committee that paving on Columbus Avenue was progressing. Number 10, the administration advised the committee that Court Street paving would begin in 2023. Number 11, the committee noted that bridge inspections had been completed and that all bridges were in good condition. Number 12, Mr. Sockman noted a request from a citizen regarding a stop sign being placed on Paint Street. The committee noted that this was a request that had been previously made to the committee. The committee noted the results of the speed sign did not suggest issues in the area. The committee noted that no further action be done at this time. Excuse me. Respectfully submitted, Ted Hawk, Chairperson, Service, Safety, and Recreation Committee, and Mrs. Kelly Ford, Recording Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Are there any questions, comments about his report? If not, do we have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from Service, Safety, Recreation from October 12th.
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Okay, Mr. City Manager, you're up.
Thank you. Well, I would like to congratulate the football teams of Miami Trace and Washington City Schools, the Blue Lions, on one of the most exciting football games that we have had in many years. Of course, I went to Washington City Schools, so it's always nice when the Blue Lions win at home. But it was an excellent game from both teams. Trick or Treat Downtown, a lot of people put a lot of work into that program, and that was a wonderful success that we're enormously proud of. And I wanted to note that there is a car show downtown on Saturday. The community Trick or Treat is coming up on Thursday from 6 to 8. Please drive with caution in residential neighborhoods. You got a lot of small kids out and about, especially in the Storybrooke, Quail Run neighborhoods and out in Bel Air. You need to slow down, pay attention for young kids that are excited. And parents, if they're small children, you please need to accompany them during trick or treat. That would be wonderful. Would like to thank the Historical Society for the cemetery walk. I enjoyed the evening and having the opportunity to talk about Dr. Judy and the Judy Chapel. For an evening, I was somebody that passed away on March 14th, 1905. So it was a pleasant evening, and when I was done, I said goodbye to Dr. Judy and his wife and wish them well. Till next year. Would like to thank WVNU Radio for Trick or Treat in the Park. The evening was a lot of fun. Mary helped me along with one of her friends, Cambry Brown, and we had a lovely evening. Today, Council votes upon legislation that creates a three-way cooperative agreement between Jefferson Township, the City of Washington Courthouse, and Honda LG. This agreement helps to facilitate the construction of an advanced manufacturing facility that will build batteries for electric vehicles. Employment in our community and region will be significantly boosted. A range of opportunities for local people will be fostered, and together we embrace the technology of the 21st century. I must note the dedicated efforts of the Jefferson Township trustees, Jamie Gentry, Steve Luby, the commissioners, the City of Washington Courthouse, and friends like John, who's with us for tomorrow, although we also have Jeff and a few other people that have popped up, that have been a pleasure to work with. And there's been numerous other people involved that have given their wisdom and their experience and have put heart and soul into this project, of which I am deeply grateful. We have chased this like Ahab chased his whale. A significant difference is that the conclusion of our story is much happier and in many ways is a beginning more than an end. I am pleased to advise council that approval of the legislation tonight and special meetings on Thursday and Friday to hasten progress are in the best interest of our community, our county, our state, and our larger economy. I would like to reinforce my gratitude to the Jefferson Township trustees, Honda LG, and if there are no questions, I'd like to introduce John from Honda. John, why don't you come up front?
Thank you, Joe. And thanks for having me this evening. As a representative of Honda and our joint venture, I would just like to thank the City of Washington Courthouse and Jefferson Township for your thoughtful consideration and your partnership as we embark on the investment of a $3.5 billion facility to create batteries with our partner LGES. And we will employ 2,200 associates. Honda's had great success over the last 40 years in locating our facilities in communities that are a really good fit for our operations. And we know that this location is going to be a great fit for us both. This is just the first step in Honda's overall electrification transformation to EV production in North America. And it's very exciting for us. And we're very grateful to you, and we look forward to being a trusted partner in a really great community. At Honda, we always say we want to be a company that society wants to exist. And in the spirit of this, we've had the history of partnering with our communities for shared success. And we look forward to doing that here in Fayette County. So thank you all very much, and we're thrilled to be here.
You want to do the photo and plaque now, Mr. Lynch, and then we'll proceed with the business part of it?
I'm gonna come around there, but then I want to get a picture with all the council members, if we can get them to go together. Terrific. Because we're all part of this. And John, if we can go
Okay.
up here.
Sounds good.
And really, it would be nice if all the other ones from Honda come up here also. Come on up.
Council, if you guys want to go ahead and do the normal behind him, so everybody can squeeze in together. Please. Thank you.
I think can they be seen?
I will make sure, we'll make sure that all faces are seen. If we squeeze them in.
Yes, Joe?
Which way do you want to come this way?
Oh, we gotta come this way.
Let's see Mr. Chrisman coming in.
Okay.
You're good.
Just
You're
cheers.
good. You want them back?
That way we can stand, that way we can get up a little closer.
Let's see.
And I just want to say, on behalf of city council, on behalf of city council, as Joe said, we are extremely excited about Honda coming to Fayette County and Washington Courthouse. And I note that Jamie Gentry's here.
Shouldn't he be?
And Jamie, we really appreciate your efforts. Tony and Dan are here, commissioners, obviously for our county, and this has been a group effort. I've said that from the beginning. County, township, city, and all. And Honda, I think you're coming to a community, as you said, that is a great community. And I got 4 great juniors here that are neat young men, and I think are great examples of the young people in Washington Courthouse, and I'm glad they came tonight. They get extra credit, but I'm glad they came.
They had a little incentive to show up.
But anyway, I'm glad they're here, seriously. And we just really are excited about Honda coming to the community. I told somebody today, I wish I was 20 years younger because I would love to see in 20 years what effect Honda has on this community. Unfortunately, I'm not 20 years in it, but I still think it's going to be a great event. So let me give you our plaque, John, and thank you so much to all of you from Honda. And we'll get a picture. Have you got everybody, Kelly?
I believe so. Can you want to squeeze closer? Do you have everybody? Because I think I know from my angle, I do. The count of three, or do we say Honda? How about that? The count of three. 1, 2, 3. Let's try Honda. 1, 2, Honda.
Honda.
There we go. Wonderful.
I did want to make just one quick shout out for Joe. We really appreciated his partnership. I think he helped us navigate, of course, along with the county commissioner, Mr. Dean, and others. I just also wanted to give a shout out, so thank you so much.
Just really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. I know you guys, you've been busy. You've been out at the township and in here. And, so we're really glad you made it in.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you.
Honda's really already started being a part of our community.
Trick or treat, we had,
So they're really involved already, and I think that's great because they want to be a presence in this community. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now we'll rearrange furniture.
Okay. That is a wonderful thing to do. So
Joe, I did have another question. Are the Judys still in that chapel?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
they are permanent residents since 1905.
And I'm really glad that John mentioned the efforts that Joe has put in on this. It's been extensive. And so I'm glad you mentioned that too. We sometimes tend to overlook the people we're with and talk about everybody else, but he's done a really
And I
good job.
can't fail to point out the incredible efforts of Dan Dean and all the commissioners and Tony and the trustees in Jefferson Township.
It's been a great community project. Wonderful. All right, Director of Finance, Christina, have you got a report this evening?
Yes, short one. I'm happy to report for the last several months, we continue to have a good cash balance in our general fund. We're maintaining about 2.6 million every month, so I'm happy to report that. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm excited. We've upgraded our tax software system, program, excuse me. So starting January 2023, people will begin to be able to file their city income taxes online. For people who are new here, you don't know that there's times that the line's out the door down the street at our income tax department. We have 2 ladies that do all of that. So we're excited about that. So people will be able to file online. If you owe money, you can pay your taxes online. Make it easier, I think, for the taxpayers and for the city both. So I think it'll be a win-win situation. So I think that's all.
Any questions
Any
of
questions?
Christina?
No? All right, thank you.
Mr. Pitstick, do you have anything this evening?
I have no report, Mr. Chairman, tonight.
Okay,
Are we
thank you.
finished mowing?
Almost.
Oh, mow, we still have more to
No,
mow.
we're still billing.
Okay, I got you, I got you.
Okay, I have no one signed up to speak, but I noticed someone came in late. I don't want to exclude anybody. No, not you, Sean. The gentleman in the back. Did you want to speak or you just wanted to observe? I wanted to make sure I gave you a chance, because you came in after we took up the papers, so. Okay, very good. Council members, we should get paid extra tonight. We got a lot of legislation to do here. So we'll try to move through this, and we don't get paid extra, by the way. Anyway, first is ordinance number 10, 2022, and its second reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance number 10, 2022 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion. Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 10-2022, an ordinance rezoning 11 and 15 Commercial Avenue, parcels 214-440-001-300, 214-0-440-001-200, from B3 General Business District to CF Community Facilities District. Sorry.
You're the one that should get paid more than I do. Okay, next is ordinance number 11, 2022, second reading.
I'll make a motion, place ordinance number 11, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Okay. Discussion?
Just
Roll-
to clarify,
Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Both of these are at the high school, correct? This is the property that was purchased by the high school. It's being rezoned. Okay, thank you, sir.
No problem. Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 11-2022, an ordinance rezoning 409 Community Drive, parcel 214-241-240-000-200, from R3 Multiple Family District to CF Community Facilities District.
Next is ordinance number 12, 2022, and it is second reading.
I'll move we put ordinance 12, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Ted, I think.
You beat me to it.
Okay.
Discussion? Roll call?
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 12-2022, an ordinance regulating the storage of tires within the boundaries of the City of Washington Courthouse.
We have interesting things to do in the city of Washington. Okay, ordinance number 13, 2022, second reading.
I'll move we put ordinance 13, 2022 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Discussion? Roll call?
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 13-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 324 North Main Street, authorizing a private contract for the payment and abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Ordinance number 14, 2022, second reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance 14, 2022 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
This is the lot for where the new car wash is going.
Where am I? Roll call?
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 14-2022, an ordinance accepting annexation on application of owners and establishing original zoning districts of 0.888 acres.
Number 2, resolutions that have previously been introduced. Resolution number R38, 2022, second reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R38, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R38-2022, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Mrs. Susan Wolscheid to the Civil Service Commission for the term concluding December 31st, 2025.
Move for adoption.
Jim, doesn't make any difference. Do we need a second?
Second.
Thanks, Gil. Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next is resolution number R39, 2022, second reading.
I'll move we put resolution R39, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R 39-2022, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, appointment of Mrs. Christina Collins to the Fayette County Travel and Tourism Board for a term concluding December 31st, 2025.
I'll move for adoption.
Second.
Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next is resolution number R 40-2022, second reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R 40-2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R 40-2022, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Mr. Scott Dahlmeyer to the Historic District Review Board of the City of Washington Courthouse for a term concluding December 31st, 2025.
Move for adoption.
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Just a education moment here, class members. We pass ordinances, we pass resolutions. Ordinances take 3 readings. That's why we didn't have a passage of those. And resolutions take 2, that's why we adopted those. And we have some new legislation tonight. And first is ordinance number 15-2022, first reading.
I'll move we put ordinance number 15-2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 15-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 304 South North Street, authorizing a private contract for the payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Ordinance number 16-2022, first reading.
I move that we place ordinance number 16-2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 16-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 624 Rawlings Street, authorizing a private contract for the payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Ordinance number 17-2022, first reading.
I'll move we put ordinance number 17-2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 17-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 828 South Main Street, authorizing a private contract for the payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
And ordinance number 18-2022, first reading.
I'll move we put ordinance 18-2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 18-2022, an ordinance approving a cooperative grant agreement.
And finally, ordinance 19-2022, first reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance 19, 2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion.
Mr. Chairman, could you refresh my memory on exactly what that is?
These are the agreements with the Jefferson Township.
The first one was the cooperative grant agreement between Jefferson Township, City of Washington Courthouse, and the Honda LG joint venture. That was ordinance 18, 2022. Ordinance 19, 2022 is between the City of Washington Courthouse and Jefferson Township. And basically it memorializes that Jefferson Township will reimburse the City of Washington Courthouse a certain sum for the first 3 years of the cooperative agreement.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I guess we're ready for a roll call.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 19-2022, an ordinance approving a compensation agreement.
And I always like to mention, it sounds like we just go through these and vote and everybody does the same thing, but we have discussed all these things at length in committee meetings and so on. So we already have had a chance to discuss everything. It's not like we just get them and we all say yes and go on about it. And not all the time does everybody say yes about something. Just so happens tonight, we did. But anyway, we're into the miscellaneous section where council members get to make comments if they want about any topic they wish. So, I'm gonna have the vice chair speak first. What do you got, Mr. Schultz?
You know, actually, it's just what you said earlier, was it is exciting. I wish I was 20 years younger because of what's going on around the community. It's like Marysville 40 years ago, so, and I kind of lived through that one. I know that's what happened over there, so that's fantastic. So we welcome you to the community welcomes you, so I'm sure we'll have a very good relationship. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
And Mr. Blair, what do you got?
Well, I'm always amazed that Mr. Schultz talks about backing the clock up 20 years. You know, if he was young like myself, you look forward to this agreement that we got going on. But
I plan on being around 20 years. I'm still going to be here. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. But
I may not be sitting here.
well, it's very exciting times, and we do appreciate everything that everybody's done, and we look forward to working with you, Honda and LG. I really look forward to the things that's going to bring to our community, and we're all on board with you. In our discussions, there's not been any negativity at all. We look, everything's going to be positive. We do really believe it, and we're at your disposal. Feel free to reach out at any time. Mr. Denon is a contact, and he's sounding board. So thank you very much for your participation, and also the students there. I know a couple of those young people. Perhaps these are prospective employees.
There you
for the
go.
plant, you know. First thing they want to know is about salaries and benefits.
But watch, they might stop you in the hallway.
Yeah. But thank you all for coming. Mr. Remington is a regular. Another commissioner back there, Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Dean. It's a pleasure. And of course, our Record Herald Abby there, our representative, who wrote some great articles for our local newspaper. Looking forward to what you have to say about our upcoming agreement, Abby. That's all I have, sir.
Ms. Hernandez, what do you got?
Well, I will be here in 20 years. Have to rub it in, sorry. So, I said this, expressed it last week on my Facebook page, but I just appreciate everyone's work. I mean, it's a huge process, a lot of turning wheels, and I'm just proud to say I'm part of this community. So, and we are doing this together. The other thing is I have to touch on Joe. The game Friday night was phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
Even though my team lost, barely, but we lost. But it was, our whole community was there. It was packed. Everyone was on good behavior. The spirit was good. It was fun banter. And again, I was just, that night I was like, this is what small town is about. So I know you guys played in it, so, or were part of it. So
We were cheering for it.
I appreciate that. So good sportsmanship, and I'm proud of you. So thanks.
Just to clarify a point, Kendra lives in the city. But her son goes to Miami Trace.
But I'm
And
a alum.
and you went to Miami.
I was an alum of Miami Trace, yes. So.
And so is Kelly, so we've been rubbing it into her. Mr. Hawksup, what do you got, Ted?
Well, I hate to admit it, but I was about 21 when I graduated from college, and I never did advance past that. So I plan to be around for a long time when my years catch up to me. So I'm going to enjoy this big plant coming to town. Hopefully a lot of people are able to be helped with wages and a livelihood from this, and that's the big thing for our community. And I appreciate all the efforts that everybody's made. I think the community and the townships and county all work so well together, and I think that's it's really a good thing. That's all.
If there's one person I'm pretty sure will be
We'll be
around
here.
in 20
Yeah.
years. Mr. Johnson, you're up.
You will be here.
I think I will be here.
No guarantees.
As the second youngest member of council, only to Jim Blair. I look forward to
That's my
a.
son.
Only in his mind. Only in his mind.
Yeah, I learned that today. I just really appreciate everyone's work on this, and I really look forward to seeing where this community will go because of everyone's work. I think that it not only has the potential of being a short-term benefit, but a long-term benefit that really could change the face of this community and what it ends up looking like in the next 10, 20, to even 50, 100 years from now. So even beyond me, and that is my hope. Yes, so thank you.
Mr. Chrisman.
I guess this is age goes last. Oh, no, you'll be last. I'm over you. I'd like to thank everybody that came. We have about 4 citizens, it looks like. 4 students, Mr. Lynch's students, thank you. And boys, you can come back. You might not get extra credit, but you might learn something. Anyway, glad you're here. Thank the county commissioners. Thank them for coming and all their hard work on this Honda LG deal. Last but not least, Jamie Gentry.
Yes.
Jamie started here in high school.
He's a Miami Trace alum. Are you?
And it was my 3rd or 4th year on council. That was my first round as chairperson. And he's done a wonderful job, helped you guys a lot. And I'd like to thank Honda and welcome to committee. I don't talk much, just on occasion. Welcome to
Our community. Oh, I'm sorry, did you want me to finish you?
Is that what I'm gonna say? You're probably right. Thank you. I need all the help I can get. Anyway, good to see you. I'm glad you're here and enjoy our community, and hopefully some of you will move here, which is fine. We certainly welcome you. About all I have. I talked out.
Okay, I always get to speak last, and everybody's always said everything. I will say this. Someone told me, it might have been you, Kendra, that somebody had put on Facebook after it was announced a couple weeks ago in Columbus that they bet the Washington Courthouse City Council wouldn't pass this. See, and you thought you could believe everything on Facebook. By Friday, we will have passed this 3 times. And we're very glad to do it. whoever said that on Facebook, you don't know what you're talking about. We welcome Honda, and we're just, you know, and I never want to forget, we've got a lot of great companies already in this county. And I don't want to forget them either, because they're a super part of this county too. So we welcome Honda, and we're really glad to have those other businesses and companies that are here too. I don't ever want to forget that. Okay. Mark, can I just say we need to go into do you have something to read tonight?
No, we need to go into executive session for employee evaluations.
We need to go into executive session for employee evaluations. And so, everybody is welcome to leave because you can't stay for the executive session. And that would include Mark, Joe, and Christina, because that's who we're evaluating.
Thank you all for coming. We do
While we have Dan and Tony here, can we have a group photo? Because I don't recall we've ever had two commissioners at once.
Oh, that's right.
Well, yeah, where's Jim? You didn't bring him along? Jim Gardner?
Everyone stay home and do the work.
Hey, we can get all the and Jamie can be in a
Yeah,
picture
Jamie
and
needs to
everybody.
be in.
So-
We need to get Jamie.
Is Chelsea
up
here? Is she here? I think she's in her office.
I don't
We
know
also
if she's
have to
over
do an
there.
adjournment into executive session once we're done with the
Yes,
picture.
we'll make a motion.
Okay.
But I wanted to let everybody leave for a long
seeing you.
time.
Been a while.
Thank you, sir. Great job.
Jamie, nice to see you again.
Hey, mister, I had to bring that.
Good to see another police person.
Right.
Thank you. And who do I offer feedback on the employees?
Yeah.
Lots of feedback.
Yeah.
Chelsea?
I'm just glad it's not me that's on my
Chelsea's there.
Oh, there she is.
You being here.
We're gonna get a pic. Okay, with everybody. Do you guys all wanna crowd in together?
crowd in.
Get our back row, go ahead and get our back row. What's
We'll move the chairs back this way.
Again?
Why don't we just all crowd in?
If you block us, you'll be, they'd rather see you than me, Chelsea. I guarantee you.
I'll try to strike with these guys in the back row too.
Yes, absolutely.
The Honda folks,
We got her back where someone
There's
gets with their
no-
elbow, other than I have a bit long.
Jason, you're wandering off in the wrong direction.
We absolutely want the Honda.
Yeah, get them back in.
We'll get John. We'll get John. You got a plaque. Yeah, John, you have to get it.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing Ken.
I'm more interested in
All right, how
people in
about-
front.
Can you get
How
in there?
about if our back row, yeah, Kayla move over just one more, and then Kendra, you go right
Here?
there.
Okay.
You right there.
Okay,
You.
and we can squeeze in between them.
Okay, Ted.
I
and
can't
you
see
do
over
just a
Chelsea.
couple right there. Yeah, there, you're good. Chelsea, you a little bit squeeze into Jamie. You're good. Tony, just a little bit more.
Jamie and
squeeze
Chelsea
into
work together a lot.
And I am sorry, sir, I don't know.
Jeff.
Jeff,
Yeah.
if you squeeze into Tony a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
Okay, one big happy family. This is what we are. All right, I think, do you have everybody? Are you good? Okay, we're gonna do it at the count of three again. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, Honda, right? 1, 2, Honda. I love it. This is good. There you go. Perfect.
Thank you.
And I think I was smiling too. I wasn't. Oh my God. You're the mom that's like, open your mouth.
Incredible
I know,
couple.
my short hair does, everything is like.
No, we went right through them. They were all.
Thank you for coming, we're excited.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes.
Commissioners.
Thank
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Put stuff back.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. We are getting into it.
Chelsea said you're gonna be together.
I can tell you why. We're excited, like, we're excited.
And the schools are getting involved with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we visited Miami Trace and Washington Square on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You really made that.
Years away. Yep, we're excited.
Wow.
We're excited.
When will they start the harvey?
Yeah, I think mine.
That,
I think that you said, I said Chelstone as you were
Yeah, I think
going to
around
be
the
downtown.
I have to look at, yeah, for starting production 25. Thank you, sir. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, very much.
So
Counselor.
did you?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, good to see you.
Thank you, I'll see you tomorrow.
10:30.
Yep, I'll be here.
Okay,
We gotta make a motion to go into executive. Don't let me forget.
Well,
Executive session.
are you gonna be here tomorrow? Okay.
could you put this back in here?
I can, yes, I will. You don't wanna take that one?
I'll go sort
What's,
through
what,
it.
my paper cuts, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, John.
I'm just
Thank you
kidding.
very much.
Guys, be careful going home.
Because you have no space.
Yeah.
Just walk around the lane, same day, back and forth.
I have a client.
We're still recording, because we didn't adjourn yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, shut that
yeah,
off.
that's
Okay.
super convenient. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.